Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rebecca, the creator behind EY Becca, and if you might not be able to tell, I already have my car all loaded up. I do have a market this morning. It is from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. It is at an elementary school. There is about 40 plus other vendors. There's supposed to be food trucks, games, a bunch of stuff going on today. So I just got here, so I need to quickly unload and start getting everything set up. So it's actually hilarious because my last market I had a clothing rack, honestly, the last for my Christmas markets and stuff, and it was funny because I broke it when I was putting it in my car at the last market, so I quickly ran to Walmart to get a different one. And that one was incredibly wobbly. Like, it was fine for the meantime, but honestly, I had to return it. It was like $20. So like, I mean, I did essentially pay what it was truly worth. But funny enough, that following week, I went to one of the thrift stores in my area, and this is always a struggle. And I ended up finding, and I have to do this so weird. I'm literally like doing the move when your hands are full and you put your phone to your shoulder, like that shoulder to your ear. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's the move I'm pulling to do this. So when I did go to Value Village the following week, I found this rack for $10, and it is 100% collapsible to a certain degree. With these ones, it's basically just like a nut and like a bolt and like a nut or whatever. I don't know. The only issue is it is missing one at the top, which honestly is fine. And I was trying to find, because the last one I had was wood, and that's kind of, and like that's kind of how I broke it, because I did get it off Marketplace, which was fine. It was cheap. Like, I more got it for temporary, and it was kind of small too, so it can only fit so much on the rack. So I do think this is an upgrade for $10. Those two girls came up to obviously check me in to make sure that like I'm here, but then they also wanted to ask for my donation. I didn't realize that I needed to give a donation to this, and there was nothing in the application that said it was a requirement. And I'm not too sure. I feel like I might be wrong. I don't believe it is a requirement. Because if it is, it's kind of like, oh, like it's fine. I will donate something. I just trying to decide what. Whether it should be like a wallet or like a keychain. You can't even see me. I'm sorry. Whether it's like a wallet or a keychain or like a bookmark or like a scrunchie, like something kind of small. That honestly also doesn't take me that long to make. So I don't know. And I also got some new items as well. So I do have to kind kind of cut the threads on them and stuff. Time to put out the purses. Because Mother's Day, so it is, what, like yeah, it's May 2nd. And there, it is obviously Mother's Day upcoming, so it is a perfect opportunity to display some of the purses and bags that I currently have. Some of the simpler ones and those bigger ones. Because I have a bunch more that I just finished, or almost have finished making, so I need to sell these. So I have more room in my tote bags. But honestly, worst case scenario, even if I don't sell these in the next 2-3 markets, I still have like a lot more markets. I just got accepted into like 2 more, and one of them is with Picks and Giggles, which I have blended with for their holiday market. I did 2 different markets with them last year for Christmas. And I also just got accepted into Markets Ontario, their summer market as well. Cleaners off. I don't know if you fully saw that, but I almost sent this little purple or the pink little thing everywhere. Like, I almost sent it crashing to the ground, and I could have potentially broke the mirror that was in it. That didn't luckily that didn't happen. So I did get accepted into the one with Markets Ontario as well. So that one, I do have a shelf space with them currently. So, and that one's a summer market in June. I think so far I have been accepted, including the ones I have already currently done. I think I've been accepted into 16 markets. So from 5 markets last year to 16. That is crazy. After this, besides putting up the prices, all the price signs, I think we are pretty much done. I just wanted to quickly show you what I'm going to donate to their raffle. So obviously I'm going to include my business card, and it is a matching wristlet and wallet. And it is, you might not be able to fully see it, but it's like a very faint like leaf print. I got this fabric a long time ago, both the lining and this, for when I first started sewing. So I need to go drop that off because it is 9:55, and I might just do a quick walk around to show you what other vendors are here. And yeah, make sure my square is set up properly, and I do need to do some other small things first before the market starts. This is the booth setup. Honestly, not bad. We have all the different purses and bags. You can shop from both sides, obviously. And then moving over, we have all the vanity buckets. I do have more color variations as well. Then we have all the wallets. Honestly, one of my favorites. And then we have keychain wristlets. I do have an example of one as well. We have bookmarks, an example of the book sleeve, 13-inch laptop sleeves, and then moving over we have the e-reader sleeves, and then we have the paperback and hardcover books. And then moving over to this lovely collapsible tower. Honestly, I'm so glad I found this. Ironically enough, this is a plant stand. So we have all of the medium makeup bags, and then moving down we have large, and then more of the large makeup bags. I do have more patterns. I just honestly ran out of space, as you can tell. Then we'll move over to the patchwork pencil cases, some of the larger zipper pouches. I'm probably going to change a couple of those out for, I don't know if you can see right back there in my bag, but I have pencil cases that I made last night quickly. Moving over, we have all of the bow bag charms. I originally had them over there by the wallets, but I felt like they were going to be potentially hit and knocked by the purses and bags, so that's why I just moved them over here. And so they're more not hidden and tucked away. And then we'll also have the different scrunchies. I just put a few out for now. And then last, but certainly not least, we have all of the cup koozies. It is a cooler day outside, so I thought these would be absolutely perfect to put out. Yeah. And we also can't forget about the handmade banner as well. It is currently 10, almost 10:20. I might have a quick little snack. There's been a couple people to kind of come through, but like honestly not really. It is like still kind of a little cold outside, but I don't know. They also have like a small little sign outside the door. I should take a picture of it so you can see and I can insert it. But it's just like a blue banner that says market and then in market here, market today or something with an arrow. And I don't know if you also saw there has there's a few duplicates of some items and some items that I never saw people kind of selling in general, like socks and the PEE, like those candy things that are in like I'll insert in picture. There is a nice like little variety for sure. There's like a glass artist, like you kind of saw earlier as I kind of walked through, but I would definitely like to find markets in the future for sure that are specifically handmade only. Like unless you're like a vintage reseller, I think I would like to try to find like markets like that maybe. I don't know. I feel like my area doesn't have a crazy amount of markets like that. Or I just honestly, I don't think I've seen them yet. So who knows? But I did bring a boatload of pencil cases. So I do need to quickly trim off the excess threads and then turn them right side out so I can display these. Just finished cutting all the threads and I had nowhere to really put them, so I just kind of piled them here. Now to turn them all right side out. I just realized my mic wasn't on the entire time when I was talking to you. So basically, long story short, I made all these pencil cases last night and I just quickly flipped them inside out, which I'll still show the footage. It's just going to be sped up. And yeah, so I'm going to quickly show you the colors that we do have, now that you can hear me, because I didn't realize it wasn't on. So if you saw the upcycle pillow sham, turning pillow shams into tote bags, then you would have recognized this fabric. I do have more of it at home, so I do have one more cut to turn into a pencil case, so I will turn those ones in, and I do have some other leftover fabric as well, so I might turn those into more pencil cases, because this one's kind of funky. It's kind of cool. Like, that one screams like beach vacation. There's this nice blue. This one's actually new. And then same with like the blue stripes on the inside. I have two of those. We have the nice pink with the pink on the interior. Most of these I did do 2 or 3 of each. I just kind of quickly whipped them up last night, and I think it took me about like an hour and a half to 2 hours, which I do want to mention I don't have a domestic. It's hard to tell, but that's like a nice light purple. And I'm also running out of this fabric too, so I will have to find more fabric, and it's hard to find fabric at the thrift stores because, one, all the fabric I get at the thrift stores, so it's pre-loved fabric. So I'll go to my local thrift stores and purchase them, and I'll check for staining, tears, like all those sorts of things. But I also pre-wash the fabric as well before I use it. I also go through and check every inch of it to make sure that it is up to my standards, and if I don't like it, then like I'll find another purpose for it, or I'll just redonate it or throw it out if it's in that bad of a condition. But yeah, so I do get all my fabrics from the thrift stores, whether it's like bed sheets, pillow shams, or actual fabric that was donated, because I have found a lot of fabric donated in the past, which is absolutely beautiful. Large amounts for minimal amounts. Hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
Calmer now that everything is done.
Yeah. It's better that way. And I did want to mention that everything is made by myself. It is made with pre-loved fabric, so it's sustainable as well as one of a kind. And plus it also keeps more fabric out of the landfill, especially.
Hi. Can't connect at all. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, of course. Also, I want to mention that I do also have a domestic sewing machine. Sorry, I'm going to go around and cut these out, but I'm still going to talk to you. So I have a domestic sewing machine, so it does take me a little bit longer to get these done. I do think it took me like an hour and a half to 2 hours. I think I already mentioned this already, but I do think it took me about like that long to make these last night, which honestly is not bad considering, 1, domestic sewing machine, 2, I made 12. Like, that's not bad. It's genuinely not bad. Okay, I'll show you the updated look in a second. Yeah, so I would like to get a domestic or semi-industrial, or not domestic, industrial or semi-industrial machine eventually, because it would make my streamline process a little bit faster. Like, it's already fast. Like, I would just like it a bit more faster, which would be beautiful. Here are all the pencil cases that I put, and then we have the patchwork ones in the back here. So they just go there, and there's the rest of the booth again, in case you forgot. So there's ice cream, there's Costco. There are hot dogs, it looks like. I'm just genuinely shocked that Costco is here. What? Like, genuinely, what? A little Delights truck. I'm gonna have to circle around quick and then go back to my booth. I don't want to be outside too long. It has definitely warmed up a little bit. Other little activities. And there's a playground. But like, let's go see what does Costco have? What are they here for? Yeah, it just has all the stuff. Ice cream. There's a better look at the ice cream. Let's go back inside. It is 11:28 and it has definitely picked up a little bit in here so far. They have face painting, there's hair braiding as well. And I think that's like all like the activity wise that they have, which is more than they had at the last market that I did for like elementary school. It was the first market that I did this year of 2026. So if you go back, you'll be able to find it, but I'll also link it in the description below. And I'll also link my last market vlog as well.
I'll bring you a package and then I'll circle
Yeah,
back and get the bag
perfect.
from you.
Yeah.
And then I'll follow up with you during the week.
Okay.
We'll book in there, some other stuff.
Oh,
take a look
perfect.
at,
Thank
do
you.
that.
Wonderful. Now you just got to remember everyone.
Right?
All the cards.
I know, I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay, so let me
Aw.
just grab that Barbie little bag. I need you to debit, right? Because I got
Yes.
like no cash on this. So.
It was the medium. All right. So it will be $35 even.
Perfect.
I do have the thing right there. Oh, processing. Perfect. And there you are. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I can always make the Barbie keychain one as well.
Yes, when
So-
I reach out to you, we'll talk and then.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Because it honestly wouldn't even take me that long to whip it up.
Okay.
So it's like a 15, 20-minute thing. Doesn't take that long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. No, that's good because when I reach out to you,
Yeah.
Because I'll probably look at because I have like 2 granddaughters.
Okay. Yeah.
So like something closer to like for Christmas or something.
Yeah, of
like
course.
The whole Barbie thing is
Yeah,
really
that's,
cute.
I know, it's one of my favorites. A
Yeah.
lot of the girls definitely enjoy it,
Yeah.
especially with the movie and everything. Like,
I'm just like Barbie, Barbie, Barbie.
yeah, especially when you grew up with them. Like, I feel like most girls had them at some point in their life,
Yeah.
especially when they were little. So,
Yeah.
like, we all have that connection. And then to be like, to have the makeup bag or whatever in like the Barbie fabric is also a nice thing because it's like, it just
Yes.
reverts back to your childhood and you're
Yeah.
just like, you have that moment every time you go to put on makeup. You're like, oh, I remember when I was little and I used to do dress up all the time. And it's just like,
100%.
now here I am.
No, I'm with you on that.
We just made our first sale, and the lady who bought that item, she bought one of the medium Barbie makeup bags. So it's one like this. This is currently the medium one. Hello. How are you today? That's good. Yeah, it's definitely a little breezy for like the first couple days of May. Like I was hoping it would be warmer.
What May is supposed to be.
I know.
I know.
Well, hopefully soon it will warm up. As long as we get some more sun, then.
No, it's really cloudy and windy.
I
out
know.
there, and raining on the way down. We
Oh,
came down
really?
from Denver.
Ew. Everything here is actually made by myself. And it is made with preloved fabric, so it's sustainable as well as one of a kind. We are now at almost 12:30. I did get another 2 more sales. We're currently at 3 sales. I had someone who watches my YouTube videos who actually came and bought something, so that was actually really cool to experience. If you are the lady who came, I didn't get your name, but thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your Kindle sleeve and everything else. Because she did get a few different things. She got one of the patchwork e-reader sleeves, the zippered ones that I made, and then a bow bag charm, a wallet, and a bookmark. Yeah. So, and I also sold one of the patchwork pencil cases, the other one to this one. People really, like, I find when I bring the patchwork stuff, people really enjoy the patchwork stuff at some of like the markets in general. So I always try to bring those. I do think eventually I will have to do more of the patchwork again soon because one, my scrap bin is getting full, so that will be near and dear in the future. Yeah, I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update. We still have a few more hours to go. But yeah, it's definitely slowed down. We did get a big rush at like 11. And there's still a couple people kind of walking through, but I think most people have just kind of decided to stay home. But yeah, it's just kind of a waiting game to see if it picks up and how the rest of this market goes. I have already made my booth feedback, so that is perfection. My booth fee was only $50 anyway. Like, I will talk stats at the end of the video anyways, so don't you worry. How are you today?
I'm good.
That's good. Everything here is actually made by myself, and it is made with preloved fabric, so it's sustainable as well as one of a kind. And less fabric that ends up in the landfill as well.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Did you want it just all in that bag? Okay. Perfect. I can take the hanger for you. And I'll take the little tag off of it as well. So this one was actually upcycled from a pillow sham. So it is truly one of a kind. And this was actually the only one that I have of this one, funny enough. Because some of them I have 2 of.
Yeah.
But I'm actually making more right now, funny enough. So I will have actually a few more soon. Wallet and bow bag charm. All right. So just want to make sure. So bow bag charm, wallet, and the purse. So it will be $105. Cash or card? Okay. And then it's just down there, that little guy. I'll also throw my business card in the bag as well. I know you already follow me on Instagram, but just in case for Etsy and stuff like that.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. I hope you enjoy.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
Another person who came to see me, specifically to see me, wow, that's actually incredible. Like, what do you mean? People are coming out specifically to see me. Like, what? She just got the purple pillow sham, turned to a bag. So you truly have to love the community because, like, what? Wow. And she also bought the last Barbie wallet, and she also got a bow bag charm, as you could have heard. Also, I have been trying to film more of the customer interactions, and sometimes it is hard to do that, especially on the slower days, so I do try to just pop in once in a while to show them. So I'm sorry if I haven't shown like every single customer transaction, but honestly there hasn't been that many. I think I have shown you pretty much every single one except for maybe 1, 2 of them. I got fries and gravy. I would fully show it to you, but obviously, you know, don't want to dump it on the floor. The face painter has packed up and they have left. They're also, when I went outside to get the fries, I didn't realize, like, I knew people had gotten fries, I just didn't realize it was the hot dog people who were doing hot dog hamburger food truck vendor was doing them. So, and they had a whole, they had like 2 deep fryers outside. I didn't think that was an option. I mean, free will. It's also 1:24. Every time I update you, it's like an hour later. We are at the 2-hour mark. I was also so invested in my fries and gravy that I didn't realize that the host for the first market that I ever attended ended up coming by. So that was funny. They ended up buying something. They bought they bought one of the Barbie pencil cases. It is also could be used as a glasses case. So I'm just gonna quickly put that guy out. It's funny because every market they have come out to see me at, they have ended up buying something. So that's always funny. We're also talking about the market that I have at the end of the month. So I have another market over in Ancaster next weekend, but then I also have another one May 30th at the end of the month, which was the first market I ever attended. It's the same host, so I got accepted into that one, and then one of the other dates for they're doing like 3 different dates. So yeah, that was cool. It's always nice to see like people who I've connected with at my like first market, and then seeing them now. It's just like it's kind of crazy, and then they can see how much I've grown too, and it's how many new products I have, which is absolutely amazing. It's currently 3:20. We have 40 minutes left. 2 vendors have already packed up and left. There's still a couple people lingering around, but it really hasn't been too many people in like the last hour, honestly. It's more just like the volunteers and the other vendors, like 2 shoppers, honestly. It's currently 3:40 and everybody has collectively started to pack up, so I am going to as well. We are packing up 20 minutes early, but this is what the booth is looking like at the end of the market. Sold some wallets, none of the laptop sleeves. I'll go over stats after. Yeah, that's what the booth looks like at the end. Like always, I am going to start with all of the price signs to quickly get those out of the way, collect the business cards, that sort of thing. I am going to have to order more business cards soon because we are getting down to the nitty-gritty. Yeah. I will tell you everything after once we get back out to the car and everything is loaded up. Just gonna see if there's any other things. Like always, I am most likely going to switch this over to here it is, to time lapse, so I can just tear this down as quick as possible. It's currently 4:14. Not bad. I haven't looked at the stats at all today, to be honest. So we'll quickly go over. I never really know whether the elementary school markets are going to be good for me or if they're not going to be good. It obviously, like, everyone will vary. But the first one I did, because this is my third elementary school market that I've attended. The first one I did, like, it was okay. Like, genuinely, I guess, just kind of okay, which was somewhat fine, but there was a lot of people who, like, they just didn't have the foot traffic, and a lot of vendors I had heard previously who were saying, like, yeah, like, the year before was better. Even, like, today, like, I had one vendor who was like, yeah, last year was better for me, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, it wasn't too bad. Like, it could have been way, way worse. And, like, that's the thing with markets in general. Like, you never really know. Unless you've asked, like, other vendors in the past who've attended these markets. Like, this is, like, what, their fourth or fifth time they've done it, something like that. So, not bad. I had a total of 5 sales. The average order total was significantly higher than, like, some of my previous markets. The average order total was $49.60, which is absolutely insane because the markets I've done previously, the average order total is like $15, $20, $22, something like that. So considering we had 5 sales, also my booth fee was $50. So not bad. I did end up selling one of the tote bags, and not only did I get to meet a couple of you guys, but I also got to meet a couple of my Instagram followers as well, which was absolutely amazing. Like, you guys literally came out to specifically see me and buy my products, which was, like, no words to actually describe this because, like, what? I genuinely did not think that was absolutely possible, but here we are. Wild. My best hour was 1. So we did sell a decent little amount for the day, which not too bad. But I do have another market next weekend, which is going to be over in Ancaster. So we're going to have to get up earlier. We're going to have a longer drive. It is going to be a completely new environment because normally I'm selling over in, like, Durham region. That will be fun. Also, if you're local to Ontario, Canada, I am in Durham region. So if you want to order something of mine, but you don't want to pay the shipping, feel free to message me. Like, honestly, feel free to message me. Even if you've seen stuff, like, in my YouTube videos and you're like, oh my god, I really love that item, but I don't have it on my Etsy shop, screenshot it. Send the photo to me. I will tell you whether or not I can make it or if I have it in stock. Because I don't have absolutely everything uploaded on my Etsy page. I keep telling you guys that I'm going to be adding more, and I have. It's a process to, like, take the photos and upload it. But, like, I'm gonna do that soon. You should definitely go over and take a gander at my Instagram page, especially if you don't follow. That is where I post my most updated market schedule, and I just kind of post fun reels, fun photos, just all the works. So you should definitely give it a follow. Not too bad. A decent little day. Like, I'm not complaining. I am not complaining. I am going to go home, get all this unloaded, and figure out what we need to make for my next couple markets, because I know there's just a couple things that we need to make, like bow bag charms. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed coming along today on another market vlog. I did try to show more of, like, behind the scenes of, like, customer interactions and stuff like that. So let me know if you do enjoy that. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye. Apparently, we were not allowed to leave our booth. You saw how many times I left that. And that wasn't, I didn't even include every single time I did leave, and I just didn't film it because there was a few times where I just had to go pee, or just wanted to walk around or whatever. So, like, that was the case. But it was funny because I had one of the student volunteers, they came up to me. Well, she came up to me and she's like, did I tell you about the food truck? And I'm like, no, like, I don't think so, whatever. And she tells me about them. She's like, yeah, there's all these food trucks out back, but if you want to get food, you have to make sure, like, someone's watching your booth and somebody is, like, able to, like, who knows what your booth is about or whatever, and, like, can actually man your booth, you know? Yeah, so she said all that, and I'm like, okay, great. I also had 2 other vendors who came up to me, and they were like, yeah, we've just, like, kind of switched back and forth or whatever, because apparently we weren't allowed to leave. Like, you saw how many times I walked and left my booth and just went outside or just whatever. Like, I'm always by myself when I do my markets, and, like, it was just no issue at all. Like, the other vendors, my neighbors, like, my neighboring vendors will watch my stuff. No issue, no problem. They're typically very good with that. Or, like, the market host will come up and stay near your table for that couple minutes, but at that point I didn't know, and, like, I was like, okay, I guess you can do that, whatever. Yeah, so that was, like, odd, I guess. Like, most other markets are not very overly strict on that, especially if it's not busy and it's just dead in general. So, like, that's kind of odd, to be honest. And it's like, it's fine, whatever. But then I don't even think, hold on, I'm like 95% certain, because they mentioned that they have, like, it just tells you, all it really says is just to remember to bring your own tables, tablecloths, and displays, that they're providing the chairs. Most elementary schools will, or high schools will, which is great. Like, it touches on that they have a raffle and stuff and whatever, but it really doesn't say that you're required to donate, which I just donated anyway. I'm like, it's fine, whatever, I don't really care. Which, in reality, I should care, because, like, that's also more money, whatever, you know. But it does say here on the email, we're pretty much helping raise money for their school, for fulfilling the teacher's classroom wish list, helping their breakfast program, and sending the intermediate band to their competition. So, yeah. I did forget about that, so I just wanted to kind of tell you that, because have you, if you're a small business owner and you do markets, have you had that experience where they're, like, very, very strict on you leaving the booth? Like, what if I need to use the washroom? What if I just want to walk around? What if I need to stretch my legs? What if, like, all the what ifs? Genuine question.